Hey Internet, it's Aaron, your personal driver, and today we're going to talk about why tips are the most important thing. A lot of drivers don't realize getting a tip is the most important way to make money. In fact, a lot of ways, it's the only way you can make money in this industry. Hey, welcome back Internet. A lot of drivers don't realize how important tipping is. And furthermore, a lot of them don't even care about tipping, which is like an insane thing to me. Because in this job, you don't make enough money to live if you don't get tips. In some ways, it's silly for me to have to explain this because we all know cash is king. I also know that all you out there in the internet don't report your tips, or at least not all your tips to the IRS. Now, I'm not saying to do that. In fact, I think that's a bad idea. But, I mean, you do you. It's your business. If you think you can get away with it, I guess do it. Look, I used to be a bartender, I used to be a server. So I know a lot of industries where you get cash, you don't report the tips at all. Hey man, that's on you. But why tips are important is because it's 100% profit. Remember, when you're doing Uber, for every dollar you make, 25% of that goes to Uber or Lyft, and at least 10 to 20% should be going to the IRS. Now, I don't know your tax situation. I don't know who does your taxes. I know some of you guys get some awesome loopholes, so you end up not having to pay money on that profit, but you are gonna have to pay taxes at the end of the year, so don't forget that. And everyone forgets, every mile you put on your car costs money out your pocket, right? If you include gas, maintenance, and wear and tear, then you'll realize that 20 to 40 cents a mile is going off of that car. So, cash is profit without deduction. That is money in your pocket. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about ratings. A lot of drivers think rating is bullshit, and I feel you. Customers are entitled and they give you low ratings for no reason. And you're constantly afraid that you're gonna get kicked off the app because your rating is getting lower and lower. I got you. But realize, your rating is an indication of how happy your customer is. And the more happy your customer is, the more money they're gonna tip you. Hashtag fact. So, how do you get tips? 1, you shut the fuck up. All y'all think you're being so cute, talking and blabbering. You're pissing your customers off. Customers don't like to have small talk. They use Uber a lot and they hate answering the same question over and over again. Where do you work? How long have you done Uber? What was your favorite ride? Blah, 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 blah. Just shut up. This is how the conversation should go. Hi, are you Jane? I'm Aaron. Are you going to 129 14th Street? Okay. And then you don't say another goddamn word until the customer talks to you. Shut your mouth, and if the customer wants to talk to you, they will. But 9 out of 10 times, they're gonna get in your back seat, get on their phone, and just wait for you to take them to your destination. And that's the service they want. That's the service they're paying for. Next, stop being creepy. And I'm talking to you guys. I know some females do this, but not as much. You guys do not realize how uncomfortable you're making your female passengers. You need to treat a female passenger, 1, like they're a person, and 2, with professionalism. And they'll tip you for it. Because the #1 complaint of women is that they get into a car and they feel creeped out because you guys are trying to hit on them, you're trying to get that phone number, you're trying to hook up with them, and it makes them really uncomfortable. Don't flirt with them, don't smile with them. Trust me, if a female wants to hook up with you or if she wants to flirt with you, she'll make it very obvious. So when a girl gets into your car, be extra careful that you're not coming off as a creep, because they're not going to tip you and they're going to give you a bad rating. Stop trying to get the number and start trying to get the tip. Treat them like a professional. The next thing you need to do to get tips is have amenities. A lot of drivers don't want to get water, don't want to get candy, don't want to set up a tablet for TV, etc., because they think it's going too far. Well, those same drivers aren't going to get as many tips, and they aren't going to get as high ratings. That's a fact. People are afraid this is going to cost too much money. But trust me, not very many people use the amenities in your car, but when they get in the car, they appreciate it that they're there. If you get a case of small 8-ounce bottles of water from Costco, 1 case will last you 3 months. Because most passengers don't drink the water, but they like that it's there because it shows that you go above and beyond. Furthermore, if you have water in your car, people don't throw up as much, man. A drunk gets into my car, they roll down their window a little bit to get some cool air, and they drink some water, and they get them off to their destination. No one has ever thrown up in my car, and I've been doing this over 1.5 years now, okay? Not one puker. The next thing you have to do is clean your damn car, okay? Go to a car wash. Get a monthly subscription. A lot of these places will give you like a $20 deal where if you pay $20 a month, you have unlimited car washes. Just get your car washed once a day, twice a day. Get a portable vacuum so you can clean out the car. No one wants to get in a car with a bunch of dirt on the mat. No one wants to get in a car where that's messy. Sit in the back seat of your car and look to see what's going on. You have to clean the inside of your car as well as the outside of the car. The next thing is, make sure your car doesn't smell bad. In fact, your car should smell good. I've heard some drivers spray cheap perfume in the back. Like, I guess that works, but really all you need is just a can of Febreze, and after every passenger, spray it. Especially if the customer smells really bad of alcohol, really bad of smoke, or really bad of weed. Because there's nothing that is going to upset your customer more than if they get in the car and the car smells like weed. Because they're going to think you're high. So every time a smelly customer gets in, just make sure you spray a little Febreze back there, and then it fixes everything. Also, a lot of passengers don't realize that tips are not included in the fare. So make sure you have a sign, and make sure you have some sort of tipping apparatus so people can tip. I suggest going to Uberman, who's another YouTube guy. He sells some headrest covers, and they're awesome. Lastly, get a tipping box. They're all over the internet. There's all kinds of different ones. Some include aux cords, some don't. But that way, you have a way of passively accepting tips without even knowing it. There's nothing better than having a tip box in your armrest and someone puts money in there and you don't know until they're gone. It's like Christmas. It's amazing. And I'll include links to the Uberman store and to the tipping box that I use. Lastly, guys, just remember that this market is crowded. It's an arms race, and I understand that. Every Uber driver is trying to outdo another Uber driver. I've seen LED lights in cars, which are super cool at night. I've seen disco balls in cars. I've seen Christmas lights during Christmas. I mean, everybody's trying to outdo everybody, and I know at times it can be frustrating, but this is a business, and you're competing against other people. And people are going to expect aux cords. They're going to expect water. They're going to expect candy. And if you don't have it, they're not going to tip you. That's just the way it is. And I can't change that. Time goes on, more and more technology is going to be expected from the Uber driver. They're going to expect Wi-Fi. They're going to expect a tablet with TV in there. They're going to expect all of these things. And if you don't have them, they're not going to tip you. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But without tips, you can't make a good living doing this. All right, Internet. Bye. Hey everyone, this is my son. I woke him up when I was doing videos. Say hi, Internet.
Hi, Internet.
Say like, comment, subscribe.
Slide.
Say put comments below.
Put comments below.
One over here now. And say, if you guys want to be an Uber, Lyft, or Juno driver, you can click the links to the left-hand side and they'll go ahead and take care of that for you. Thumbs up, point. Okay, say bye, Internet.
Bye, Internet. Thumbs up in the comments.
Yeah, thumbs up in the comments. That's right. Johnny, were you supposed to be sleeping?
Yes.
Daddy woke you up?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you're doing videos on the internet, huh?
Yes.
Is it fun?
Yes.
Tell the people what they want to hear, Johnny. Who's your favorite Avenger?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. All right, bye, Internet. In some ways, it's silly to me to have to explain why. In some ways, it's silly for me to have to. Now, I suggest. I hope that that garbage man isn't in the background. It probably is. I'll have to reshoot this whole video. God damn it.